Autocratic's RPG-A-Day is brought to you this year by the RPG Brigade. You never know what tomorrow will bring, and so this question is filled with a lot of optimism. What game is your group likely to play next? I know that some groups have a lot of plans which never come to fruition. You know, either the game that you're playing now is just too awesome and you just keep playing it, or, you know, schedules come along and just make things too hard to arrange. So I know myself that I've got a group that I like to play games with face-to-face. I've got groups I like to play games with in Hangouts and online in play by email or play by Facebook group and things like that. Even so, with all this optimism, with all these groups running, sometimes it's hard to commit to what are we going to play next. I know I've been halfway through pitch sessions where we're actually sitting down to establish how we will play the next game, and something happens during that pitch which gets us all interested in playing something else. But anyway, in the spirit of optimism, let's take a look at what I think my face-to-face group here in Daejeon is going to play next. What we've been talking about and what the group has certain amount of experience with is Shadowrun. I hope we do play Shadowrun. I would very much like to do that. It has been a long time since I've had a face-to-face group of people, a large group of people, where you can really take that system out for a serious walk and get up to no good in the shadows. That would be fantastic. However, I'm not sure that that's what we will actually do. See, in the back of my mind, I remember also having several talks about Warhammer Fantasy 3rd Edition and how it was the first to debut a dice system like what we've enjoyed so much in Star Wars. And part of me wonders if we actually consider stepping away from Star Wars for a while and adding in or trying a different campaign, that it might be hard to step away from the sort of effect that those dice allow, going back to D6s and whatnot. While a blast in Shadowrun, it may seem like too insurmountable a change. How can we give this thing up that we love so much? Also, it might be a little weird in the coffee shop in which we play to have so many D6s blasting across the table. Of course, the number of these is not quite the same as it used to be in earlier editions. Still, I would very much like to play Shadowrun, but a commitment with a group that has 2 brand new babies in it, a game like Shadowrun may be something that's a little hard for us to commit to as the full-size group, which brings us to one of the slightly sad things about gaming when the large group splits up into smaller groups to try different games. So it's very likely that the next thing that we do is a conclusion of our current campaign, which will allow us to split off into a more flexible, shorter period collection of linked campaigns to accommodate everybody's schedules. And so the next game we play would be this game we're already playing. Who can say? Online, I'm doing a lot of Ubiquity-based gaming, and that's fantastic. So there's lots of Leagues of Gothic Horror, which I expect to lead into different types of Leagues of Gothic Horror, because that's a very flexible setting. And so, you know, we'll see. Tomorrow's day 13. What kind of crazy question is available for day 13? You'll just have to tune back and see, or go to brigadecon.org, get the infographic of questions, and participate yourself. One of the things that makes Autocratic's RPG-A-Day event so much fun, beyond the positivity of sharing what we love about gaming, is the simple act of sharing. If you see a post by someone else out there somewhere that you think is cool, share it. Let's show newcomers why we play.